Hey guys, Sean, Leslie Lover Dummies. Gonna test fire my Hdr50 Tr50 after I have just completed the 11 joule valve upgrade. I have removed the block, but I have the factory CO2 restrictor in place, unmodified, so it has that tiny little pinhole restriction. I haven't drilled it or anything, so this is essentially as bolted in. Let's load it up on the table. All right, 12 gram Crossman, tip up. I know what you're saying, don't use the Allen key, but for whatever reason my twist knob hasn't really loosened up too much, so just do it till it stops. I don't crank it. Punctured just fine, which is very strange because these same Crossman CO2s that you guys witnessed me struggle in my Hdr50 and my HDX, they seem to be too short and weren't making a very good puncture or a puncture at all. But for whatever reason, they seem to be working very well in here. I'm only going to shoot a couple different projectiles. I really just want to get a shock count and get a baseline. I'm going to shoot these pink rockets from Mr. LLC. These are 3.4 grams. And I'm going to shoot my trusty 1/2 inch or 12.7 millimeter ball bearings that I always like to use in my Hdr50. Now, I know a lot of you guys kept telling me that I might need to drill this out. I have not drilled this out. I went on the advice that the more you fit them in, the better it's going to be. And literally this is demonstrating it here. So this, I haven't reamed these holes or anything. These are 12.7 millimeter, 8.4 gram ball bearings. I'm gonna see if you can hear the audible like snap. Well, you can't, but I can feel it. They literally just, they're actually just snapping into place now. If you remember previously, I was having to like push them really hard to get them in. That went in super easy. So I'm gonna shoot these guys first. Let's see what it does. I already punctured it, 11 joule valve with the block removed, 8.4 gram, 12.7 millimeter steel ball bearings. $224. Now, it was sitting on the table for 2 to 3 minutes, so that CO2 probably warmed up a little bit. 224, although very consistent. 202. 190. 196. Last shot. 164. That one fell quite quickly. So that was 6 shots. Let's try the pink rockets. .4 grams. 276. 274. 264. 248. 248. Last one. 208. 12 rounds. I'm just gonna have to load up another cylinder here. Dog hairs. Just gonna use the 8.4 grams again. $130. 110. Yeah, didn't even read. And that's it, out of CO2. So that was 12. Uh-oh. And I think I have a jam. I think it partially pushed the ball bearing through. So we're just gonna drain the air out there. You can see that ball did partially move. So I did drain the air, but just for safety, I'm going to remove the CO2 so we don't get any weird. Where it warms up a little, it gets one more kick out of it. I got a wooden dowel here. Just gonna push that ball back a little bit. And there we go. So you can get a jam in a revolver, I guess. Let's see, how did that puncture? It punctured. Okay, I've seen bigger, but that's a decent puncture. So that was 12 plus 3. I got 15 shots. Well, do you even count the last mag? I don't know. But what I want to try is the infamous farting. I have a fresh CO2 here. I'm going to remove the restrictor, the CO2 restrictor, completely. Just see how this thing goes. There it is there. So yep, that is the factory guide. No, it's not drilled, no nothing. Just gonna take it right out of there. Thought I brought up another CO2 here. Oh, there it is. Come here. Dropped it on the ground there, so I'm just gonna wipe it off. Should probably put a little dab of lube on there, as I always do. Sometimes you might not see it, but I do. Or I know that I put enough the last time that it'll be good for a couple CO2s. Fresh mag, drum, cylinder, load it up. No CO2 restrictor, no valve lock. Will it fart? Punctured. $246. No fart, but that was a huge CO2 cloud, meaning I'm wasting a lot with this short barrel. And there's the fart. 218. See if I got any more left. Nope, that's it. The fart is real. Woo. And it stinks like silicone oil. Well, there you have it. So, valve block removed, factory restrictor, I don't think it's still not strong enough for these 12.7 millimeter, the heavy steel balls, 8.4 grams. So next, I'll drill that restrictor. And I think I'm going to take a word of Haroon's advice, and I'll probably only go to 1 millimeter. And I mean, we'll start small and then we'll work our way up. But I think with the amount of testing that everybody's done, I like his 1 millimeter. Seem to balance the shots pretty well while still allowing more power. And I'd also want to give a shout out to YouTube channel RL Productions. If you haven't, go have a look. He's got a couple of builds on the go. His Stormer looking good, and his Hdr50. I just watched this video this morning, and he's firing those MCS, those red first strike rounds, or the hard rubber ones, and they are flying. They are flying. I know he's still waiting for some other stuff like a chronograph, one of those important pieces, but yeah, go over, have a look. Hey guys, see you next time.